What is up everyone? My name is Alex and I am about to post a new gaming video, but I didn't want to interrupt the beginning of that one with all of this and completely ruin the vibe of that video. So instead, I have decided that we're just going to sit down and have a little chit chat between us like we used to. So I recorded a game a few days ago with absolutely no hindsight, no planning. It was a completely random event and just a way for me to test my microphone, thinking I'd probably spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes just doing a little commentary like I used to test out my new microphone. But it sparked so much joy in me that I was recording for almost an hour, and I would have recorded for longer if I hadn't have needed to take my dog out for a walk. But then I came back and I filmed the rest of it anyway. It's been a few days since then, and I have been thinking about it a lot and savoring that feeling because it is a very different feeling. I play a lot of games just in general, like I always have done. I love games. But when I'm doing the Let's Plays and I'm focused on the commentary and the game solely, everything else gets tuned out. It becomes so immersive, especially the horror games, as you can imagine, that I get that blood pumping adrenaline rush that I absolutely love. I crave that feeling. It's so much fun. So after a lot of deliberation, I have decided to edit and upload that video, and in doing so, rekindle this channel. Now, I know I just up and disappeared about 4 years ago with no explanation, and some of you did ask in the comments and I did respond, but there was no official explanation. And I promise you, it is not because I didn't enjoy it. Making those videos was the best part of my everyday back then. We made it to about, I think, 70 videos in the span of about 3 months. And that took a lot of time and dedication. And as you can imagine, I had zero plans to ever stop doing that. I was genuinely having the time of my life. Let me just wind back to the origin of this channel. I created it due to the absolute loneliness and lack of anything joyful in my life at the time. Now, it was COVID lockdown, but I was a truck driver at that point in my life. So I was working overtime daily. And despite the incredible happiness that making these videos brought me, juggling it with work, daily life, general health was tough. And I was really struggling to balance everything, especially during that last month, which I think is probably fairly obvious due to my sporadic upload rate and the things that I had mentioned in the videos. And in the last video that I posted, which was part 3 of Little Nightmares 2, I mentioned in the beginning that I had very recently lost my job. And due to that and, a pile of other factors in life, I had to put aside the thing that I found most enjoyable in order to focus on finding new work, getting stable, and working on my health and all that jazz. And this wasn't like a specific decision that I made. It was something that happened over the course of, say, days, weeks, and months. And there was nothing I felt like I had specifically to say to you all. There was no definitive decision, so to speak. I always planned on returning, but eventually so much time passed that one day I just came onto YouTube and I saw my channel and all the videos, and I was just disappointed that I hadn't been able to continue it. So I privated everything and I stepped away for good. But nothing was deleted, so you will find all my old, cringy, awkward videos are public again. And enough of all this sadness. I chose to focus on myself and knuckle down and create a better life, which I did do, but I didn't return to YouTube because the career path that I chose to go down demanded most of my time. And I am stoked to say that things are going really, really well. And I am very, very happy. And in contrary to how life was when I was making videos before, I am now no longer cripplingly lonely. I don't get headaches. I am sleeping. I'm eating well. I walk a hell of a lot, so I am feeling much, much healthier. And the best part of all of this is I have a lot more free time, which is great because I've been looking for something to fill that time with. I have been trying so many hobbies and skills and a bunch of things. I feel like my head is full to bursting, and yet at the same time so empty because I haven't been able to pick one of these things because none of them have brought me the joy and the excitement that I've been searching for. So as you can imagine, I am so stoked that I so very randomly decided to test my new microphone with a Let's Play, because it has absolutely brought me that feeling I was looking for. So here we freaking go. Now, I'm clearly a different person than I was 4 years ago, so you can expect the videos to be a bit different. Back then, everything else in the world was so crappy that I was so focused on everything being fun and exciting. So the editing was kind of chaotic and crazy. So now I think we can guarantee that it's going to be a little bit less crazy, a little bit less chaotic, and might be a little bit calmer, but no promises, because I am still very enthusiastic about games and the horror genre in general. Enough about me. What about you guys? How are you doing? I'm so curious to know how the last 4 years have treated you. I really, really hope that it's been treating you really well. You guys, you showed up for me. You stepped up and supported me when I first started this channel, and I am so grateful for that. And I know there's not a crazy amount of you, but it doesn't matter. Back then, times were so tough. And I really hope that you guys have found company and are just doing better in general. And that will have to do it. Thank you for watching this far into this vlog. I am very excited for future uploads, and please bear with the next video I post. It may start off a little bit slow, but it picks up really quickly as I get into it. So I hope that this video made you feel a little less lonely. If you liked it, smack the like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video.